Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shivali, and अगर आप ये video देख रहे हैं, that means that you're in some phase of your IIT JEE preparation journey, and you guys are taking out time to watch this video. So thank you so much. I hope this video doesn't disappoint. So let me get straight into it. So if you're studying in India, I'm sure that you must have heard this like a gazillion times कि 2 साल पढ़ाई कर लो, then life set है. बस 2 साल की बात है, college decide हो जाए, फिर सारी मस्ती कर लेना, and whatnot. So I'm making this video 8 years after I gave the IIT JEE entrance exam and 10 years after I actually started preparing, because I started in 11th. So a good 10 years after all this, to verify whether that's true or not, and to give you guys some hope and send lots and lots of positive vibes your way. So yeah, let's see.
ऐसी किसी बड़ी लाइफ थोड़ी जीना चाहता हूँ।
तो फिर तुम क्या चाहते हो लाइफ से?
रफ्तार, पागलपन। मैं उड़ना चाहता हूँ ना, दौड़ना चाहता हूँ, गिरना भी चाहता हूँ, बस रुकना नहीं चाहता।
Okay, so that's enough. And long story short, 10 years ago, my life was nothing like what you just saw. And at least for me, I was feeling like really sad and depressed and anxious about like what the future holds for me. So I thought that maybe you guys are also feeling like the same, like, you know, how I felt when I was preparing. And maybe someone needs to hear a real story and feel that, you know, everything would be all right in the end, some assurance, some positive vibes. So here you go. I'll share a big part of my life with you, and like with even my friends also. Like if you watched my previous vlogs, even my friends don't know about this because I never talk about the sad things in my life, like never. When I was a kid, my mom told me कि शिवाली आप हमेशा दुखी रहोगे, तो no one wants to be friends with like a sad person, and that kind of like stuck with me. So I just never talk about it, and it's very difficult to talk about it as well. So let me start from the beginning. So a little bit of a background, okay? So growing up, I think I was a privileged child. I would never discount that fact. I first traveled when I was just like 8 months old, and my dad had started his own business, and that was picking up. Like he was setting up factories and whatnot. It was good. And then I was studying music, Indian classical music, and I already have a senior diploma. I could complete that. If I had studied for like 2 more years music, I would have had a BA degree in music. But when my brother was 4 and I was 11, I think God had other plans. My dad got really, really sick, and that was a really tough time for like us as kids and our family. And but my dad taught me a lot. Basically, whatever I am today is because of my mom and my dad. I think that this was one of the last conversations that I had with him. So he said that I'm not sad that I'm going away. I don't have any regrets in my life. I have led a good life. I have created such a like beautiful family. My only regret is not being able to spend like more time with you guys. And yeah, and he was like very practical, and I mean, we as kids, we saw him like plan his own death in terms of like, he was like after like, you know, it would be difficult to transfer the car and all of that, like once I'm gone, so let's finish that first. And then he told mom about like everything, and yeah, so he was like a different breed. But that happened. And when I was in 10th, we lost him to cancer. India is such a patriarchal society. You don't even know the amount of like bullshit that gets blocked just because like you have a male member present in the house. So we were already emotional, like grieving and dealing with the emotional stuff. And then right from the day that it happened, like things changed. People just showed their true colors. I won't like go too deep into it, but like some examples. So my dad, he wanted us to be strong and like stick together, like the 3 of us, and be a team, and you know, like deal with situations in life. Like he had already prepared us for that while he was there. So at his funeral, we were just like, you know, saying our goodbyes and trying to smile and stay calm and all that. And then there were like aunties, like you see in those movies, right, who were like howling and crying and whatnot. And I'd never seen those aunties before, like, to be honest. But if it's fine, like I'm like, if someone is grieving, I respect that, and however they want to do, it's fine. Until and unless they were like, "Ki, ye log kyun nahi ro rahe?" Like, you know, for us. And I was like, what? Like, you know, this is so weird. When it happened, I was 14 and Shivansh was like 7. So we celebrated the next Holi. Matlab just 3 of us, like, you know, thoda sa colors and all. And then that was also a problem. You know, like, kaise, like, you know, how are they living? How are they like even continuing to live their life? Like, what is their problem? And these are all like educated people doing things and saying things. Yo, why is my mom wearing red? And then like there was this auntie just like narrow-minded or something. So my mom was wearing dress on Shivansh's birthday. Like, you know, it was her kid's birthday. And then he was like, why is she wearing a dress? And ye to theek nahi hai. Like, you know, they are just spending my dad's money and whatnot. And a few years later, like right now, I saw that auntie was wearing a dress. Mujhe to bahut gussa aaya. But anyway, like these are all the like little examples, but obviously it was way more than that. And we were seeing like my mom go through this, like, you know, what reached us was just probably 1% of like what she was going through. So as a kid, like I was seeing that and I was like, you know, I need to get myself and my family out of the situation, and I need to like do something for like all of us so that like no one can like touch us. Yeah, but as a kid I was like kind of like really disturbed with everything that was happening. So I can't explain, so I'll put a picture of what I painted a few years ago. So this is like my family and my dad getting sick, and then like me and Shivansh literally with swords sitting and protecting our mom. We think that people would be like more kind and more genuine, but it's actually the opposite. They're like, some people are good, like, you know, thank God and thank the world for them. So all this was happening when I was in 10th, and then I decided that, you know what, I'll fix the situation. Music छोड़ो थोड़ा, ये बाद में हो जाएगा. Let me see what will make me the most money in the least amount of time so that I can quickly like support my family and get out of this situation. So that's how I decided that I'll do engineering, and I got into this IIT JEE business and Vidya Mandir and all. And while I was preparing, things were still like going down. So we sold our car, and then we let go of our driver uncle because like finances, and then eventually like we sold our dad's factory and closed that business. And it was getting like too much for like my mom to handle, and my mom is like a superwoman. Like, you know, I've seen her also do so much, like trying to set up like a new business. And then she was from an arts background, but she was studying finance. Now she is at one of the biggest financial firms in India. I think all problems are valid and no problem is small. So apart from these like high level problems, I'd say I had like normal teenager problems as well. So just to lighten it up, I didn't like the way I looked. I'll post some pictures, okay? Just look at this. I did not. So I was like very underconfident in that sense, and like that's a valid problem, right? But again, things will get better. It's just that with time and like with gaining more experience and being more educated and doing the things that you want, that you love doing, all your problems will slowly fade away. So guys, the point of making this video and oversharing the hell out of my life was because to tell you guys that if I can do it, you can also do it, and anything is possible. And just don't give up. Like, you guys are so talented. Like, you know, if you guys have already decided that you will give this exam, that's the first and the biggest step, and that takes a lot of like dedication and courage. So you guys got this. Just promise me that you won't give up and will always believe in yourself and will never stop chasing your dreams. So finally, after giving the exam, I got into DTU, and then my life started getting better, but like slowly at its own pace. And I got foreign internships, so I traveled a lot. The first time that I got like a foreign intern or trip was when I was in school. And during like the end part of my 10th and beginning 11th, I got like a trip to Ireland, and I thought that that was like my dad's way of saying that Shivali, matlab, you know, like apni mehnat karte jao and like I'll guide you, like, you know, you will get there. And after that, pata chal gaya tha mujhe ki, you know, the scholarships are a thing and that's like a legit way to travel. So after that, I got a foreign internship in Paris, and then I published a paper in Portugal, so I went for that. When I was in Colombia, they sent me to Minneapolis. So I've had a lot of these like little travel things that I wanted to do. And then when I was in New York, everyone was like, you know, enjoying, or like I would see like these snaps and I was like, Shivali, party to karni hai. But then I was like, I can't like ask my mom to pay for my like parties, like, you know, I'm like here for a mission, like to study and to get like good GPA. So then I was like, no, but like, you know, khud ke liye bhi to kuch karna hai. Like, you won't be young again, you won't study in college again. So then I got like scholarships, I did jobs, and I've made a video about this also, but I collected like $85,000 US, in which like I obviously spent towards like my tuition, and also got a lot of money to party and live the best life possible. So whatever you think and whatever you want in life, if you work towards it, you will get it. The first offer letter that I got, me and mom were like both crying, because it was a huge day for us. Like, it might not seem that way, but we had always like, you know, calculated this day कि अच्छा हम लोग 10 years तक और manage कर सकते हैं, like living the life that we've always lived with dad being around. But after 10 years now, like, you have to get settled, you have to like, you know, start earning so that we can continue at the same rate. So when I first got my letter, it was a very emotional moment for me and my mom. We were both crying, like obviously happy tears. I got my Rode mic like when I got that letter, and I got my mom a Rolex because she deserves everything in life. That is, nothing is impossible. Like, you know, you will get out of the situation and you will enjoy and you will love your life. You will create your own dream life. You believe that and keep working towards that. And that's all I want to say today. Be kind to everyone. You never know like what they have been through or like what they are going through. And just keep giving your 100%. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Please support this channel, guys. Like, this is my dream, bachpan ka sapna that got left behind, which I'm picking up now, because now I know how to do my job. I'm well settled. So yeah, that's it. Bye. See you soon.